Hello. I wasn't going to stream today, but you know what? We can do like a quick 2-hour stream, a little bit of Caves of Cud. I've been itching to play some more Cud with our current build, and to at least get the Tomb of the Eaters started today. So I think we're going to do that. Because I won't be streaming tomorrow, so I figured, you know, let's do a quick stream now. That way, you know, it's at least 4 streams a week, which is kind of my minimum, so let's do it. All right, let's go. Level 29. I think we'll hit 30, and then we'll go into the tomb. We do have we have the magnetized boots. We have the quest to do with packs first. Well, no, I don't know when I started doing it, but a bad habit I picked up in Cud a couple months ago was to control space, everything, instead of just using space. I don't know why. Alright, so I want to put boots in there. I was actually thinking of using our clone juice. This is just regular polymorph gel, or metamorphic polygel, I guess we should call it. On our, we have a legendary dagger that we picked up from a historical site, so I was thinking maybe we can just clone that, because I'm gonna probably be speccing into dual wielding at some point, since we're using antlers, but it would be nice to make the most of having some extra attacks coming from our offhands with daggers. And we got this here, this Cousin of Glass. It's not a particularly great relic, but it does have a 20% chance to dismember on hit, which is kind of sweet. Alternatively, we could clone the is this the one that gives us, this gives us +1 agility and intelligence. Obviously, we can't clone these because we only have 1 set of hands, although that would have been nice for 3 more strength. So I probably will clone this. For now, I'm happy to keep it as it is, because we do have a shield, a nice shield, and we are specced into shields. I'm hoping at some point we can pick up like an extra pair of arms. So let's. Firstly, before we do anything, I just wanted to check if... Probably did this last time, but I wanted to see if there are any high voltage arc winders. I believe they weigh 12. Yeah, I do remember looking at this inventory because they had the R-Splice seed. Alright. In that case, I think it's time to go find packs in the in the Rainbow Forest, so let's go do that. And I want to go from Ezra because I would like to just check Six Shrew and see if they're selling anything I might be interested. Okay, so this is I mean, we can't use it on this character, but this is a cycle flesh gun, I believe, which scales with ego. We actually don't have very good ego, although it would have been nice. It's a pretty cool weapon. I'm definitely keeping an eye out for any nuclear cells or antimatter cells. Hey, welcome. Generic Worldwide Quincy. Great name, by the way. How's it going? You just descended some stairs and used clairvoyance, and there's casually 4 chrome pyramids having... Wow. I don't think I've ever found 4... In 600 hours, I've never seen 4 chrome pyramids in a single map tile. That's... How deep are you? You must be pretty deep. That's hilarious. You probably saw the effect that they use, right? Before you saw them with the clairvoyance. It's a moonstair ruin. Ah, okay, that would explain it then. Alright, let's go. We're about to do my least favorite quest in the entire game, so please bear with me if there's a little bit of bitching and moaning. I will check this place for any books. There's 5. Holy cow, man. You gotta screenshot that. There's 5 of them. Oh, you have screenshot it. Let me take a look. Oh man. Wow. I actually think the worst thing about this isn't the fact that there's 5 chrome pyramids. It's the fact that there's 2 Gaos next to each other. And I mean, the 0 gels are kind of annoying, but the Gaos, man, the Gaos are what get me. There's another Gao as well on the far right. Hands down, Gaos are my least favorite enemy in the game. It's the only thing keeping me from leveling up in Lake Hinnom at the moment. Ooh, Barathramite. Alright. Always nice. Find some Barathromites. And teach me to craft precision nano fingers. That's kind of nice, but I won't be using them. What do you have on you? Data disk for an antimatter cell. Alright, this is a cool location for sure. I did see a Barathramite tinker here, so let's find out if you've got anything. Nope. Flexiweed. Flexiweed would be nice. May as well grab it. Some of these low chem cells carry a little excess water. Come back. You have time yeah, if you have time dilation, then no problem. Likewise, if you have if your quickness is over 100, even a tiny bit, they really aren't too much of an issue. Alright, that's going to be a whole bunch of XP there from reading that statue, which is nice. But yeah, I hate Gaos. So much. Chrome pyramids, yeah, but the thing with chrome pyramids, you can just run from them, right? If things get a bit spicy. And you can see them from 100 miles away because of the effect that they give off. But a Gao, you're screwed. You're doing adrenal control, nice. Yeah, we're going for a big strong boy on this character. We've got carapace, horns, corrosive gas, force bubble, and double muscled. I'm trying to go for, I've got 2 more achievements to get until I've 100%ed. I'm trying to get transmuted into a gemstone on this character if I can. Anything in here? Yes. What are you hiding from me? Alright. Seems we're good. No books, unfortunately. Ooh. Little turbine. That doesn't look like a turbine to me, but that's just me. Oh, you've been farming drops of nectar. Nice. I've yet to find any on this character. Oh, you picked up the Kessel face. Sweet. I do have clairvoyance on this character from a from an artifact that we're currently wielding, so I may as well use it as well. Yeah, I always keep an eye out for drops of nectar, but I often don't find them. I tend to actually find more Eater's Nectar injectors than drops of nectar. It's a funny sentence, isn't it? I'm debating cloning a dagger that I'm using, which gives me a 20% chance to dismember. Although we are using my horns as my main weapon here. This has 20% dismember chance. I wouldn't mind duplicating that with my polygel, to be honest. But then I think, you know, if I hold on to the polygel, I might find some Eater's Nectar, or if I'm lucky, I'll find a the Eater's Nectar that gives you +2 to a stat, you know? Yeah, we've got a lucky Dromad spawn. If you get the Dromad that spawns as a Mechanimist convert, they always have really good inventory. So I'm checking back with them every now and then to try and get some cloning... Not, sorry, they don't sell cloning draft, they sell metamorphic polygel. But yeah, you know, you can buy cloning draft not only from the iCore merchant, but also chefs have a chance to sell it. Well, you should always check with your chefs. I might just peek below the surface here, see if there's anything good going on. No, a bear. Boring. Ooh, we learnt the location. Oh, you've been cloning the chefs, nice. Yeah, I was gonna ask, that's probably how you were getting the drops of nectar, right? From the... I don't think you can get them from anyone else. Yeah, I may have to go back and check the chef. At the stilt. Likewise, the Dromad trader. You know, normally I save all of my my cloning draft for Tilly in the freehold. She's my favorite trader, and she obviously has the most powerful stuff, generally speaking. But I think cloning a chef actually is not a bad idea if you can afford the cloning draft. Yeah, get me out of here. There's nothing down here that I'm interested in. Your main problem is you only have 2 vibro daggers. Are you doing a short blade build? Have you got the ceremonial vibro capesh as well? Because if you have the ceremonial vibro capesh, you can just you can use that in one of your main arms and then put all of the daggers. I would do that. I would have ceremonial vibro capesh in my main hand. And then I would, as long as I have jab, I would take blades. If you have jab and dual wield, putting daggers in your offhand is... I'm currently saving for dual wield because I'm even though I'm using my horns, I want to have some daggers in my offhand as well. So I would do that for the penetration. And if you make your vibro capesh sharp, it has +1 penetration, so it effectively will always penetrate because it has it already has like unlimited penetration, right? I think that works. I always question whether that works, but I believe it does. Alright, let's go get this stupid quest over with. I'm actually going to enter into this parasang so I know I'm in the center square. Oh, you haven't found the sharp mod yet? Yeah. That is frustrating. You'll find one, just keep checking. I really do not want, more than anything, to get another fungal infection. I have to really take my time here. And we got a bunch of mono sludges on us already, which is kind of cool. Keep moving. I think that was a giant water weep over there to my left. Okay. An acid weep. Very nice. Yeah, I really do not like this quest at all. I find it so frustrating. Alright. See, I almost stepped on the map next to a mushroom. That would have sucked. You're looking for sharp and sturdy. I think I may have just picked up sturdy recently. Yeah, sturdy's pretty nice. I don't need it because I've got carapace, so I don't really need to worry about that. Alright, let's eat this thing. Alright, here we go. Follow the yellow brick road. Though it looks like actually we need to go this way. How much do you want to bet that Pax Clank gets killed by a sludge before I have a chance to talk to them? They're hitting each other. Oh, that's nice. There's nothing quite like that when an enemy attacks another enemy. Are they shooting rockets at each other? Look at this, dude. Please. Alright, we found... Wow, that was the quickest we've ever found his house. Quickly. Thank you. Alright, where are you? Right. Who do you have rep with? Hated by apes. Here to collect a debt. Alright, let's get the clank on our... one of our arms. Alright, there we go. Blueprints got. Get me the hell out of here, please. Let's go to... You know what, let's start a Jopper because we want to check where our clank quests are. Let's see what we got. Okay, Puff Clank at least 20 levels down. Spread Clank to Mapango, that's not a good one because we haven't got to the tomb yet. Frosted Archway, easy. Golgotha, easy. Asphalt Mines, easy. Flamebeard. Okay, we'll do Rusted Archway, Golgotha, and Asphalt Mines. That'll be easy enough. And we will also check on the stilt as we go up to Asphalt Mines. Alright, where do we have to go? We have to go Rusted Archway, Asphalt Mines, and Golgotha, wasn't it? Lost. But I do see a free chest. Look, if the Equimax tread in my gas cloud, that's their problem. That's not my issue. Wow, he survived. Congrats. I was considering picking up Proselytize since we finished with Bethesda Susa. We can we have a whole bunch of Mechanimist rep. But I think that having a corrosive gas character is not really worth it. So let's puff our spores here. Alright, cool, cool, cool. There's one done. Golgotha, let's go do that. That actually leveled us up, which is hilarious. Alright, level 30, +1 to each attribute. I think... Yeah, so strength is 31, so if we get double muscled once more... Oh no, actually not yet. 2 more levels. Maybe we'd take... Can't upgrade antlers yet. Or carapace. So it's really between corrosive gas and double muscled. I think I'm going to go for double muscled. Just to get us closer. Plus 33% chance to daze is incredible. That's 1 in every 3 attacks now. And then I said I wanted to get dual wielding, so let's finally grab it. We do have enough points. Nice. So now we have dual wield and jab, which means we have a pretty high chance now of hitting. So I'm actually going to clone Cousin of Glass with our cloning juice. Let me take a look at this screenshot from Generic real quick. That's great. Things you love to see. Just numbers on the screen. It doesn't get better than that. Still see a Gao Gao. Have you dealt with the Gao Gaos yet? Alright, let's apply this to our, Let me unequip my dagger. I actually don't know. I've never really cloned anything whilst I've had it equipped. So, let's do it this way. Clone juice. Apply it to Cousin of Glass. There we go, we got 2 Cousins of Glass now. Does mean I'm not going to be blocking, but that shouldn't be an issue just yet, since we have nothing we really need to block, especially since we're just about to do Tomb of the Eaters, you know. Nothing too scary there. And then finally we need to go up to the asphalt mines. I bet you I get lost in flower fields. It always happens. Nope, okay. We can go and get a free laser pistol if we really wanted to from asphalt mines, but I really don't care about it. Okay, now we have one more option. Hey, Jacques Diorche, first time chatter, welcome, how's it going? Thank you for being here. I also love Tomb of the Eaters. It's a really fun quest line for sure. Question, how does one enable the pretty ability icons? So these ability icons come with the beta input branch of the game. Likewise, lots of cool new effects. Like, I mean, I can just shoot. Lots of cool visual effects that come with it as well. But that's how you get the, I've got no mods or anything, this is all vanilla. Alright, we have one more clank quest to do. Which is the easiest? Probably the Flamebeard Gland. I mean, 20 levels deep isn't too bad either. But it's just guaranteeing getting down to level... Oh, I know where we can get down to level 20. I'm a dum-dum. And also, I'm going to show you guys a really cool place to get some loot. You go to Gritgate, right? Still a bunch of mad shit going on over here. Anyway, not my problem. Go to Gritgate. Go down the stairs at the back. Yeah, I know. I actually had a really good siege. Nobody died in the siege because both of the waves basically spawned in together next to each other. It was the first time I've ever had a siege where no one died. The only problem is on this particular playthrough, the first time I made it to wow, we cut that bear's face off. The first time I made it to Gritgate, I had a really strange bug where Q-Girl and Hortensa started murdering a bunch of the Barathamites, including Maffeo. So that was a bit troubling. Alright, so we just keep going down now. And this will take us to 20 levels down. Easy. Let's make a camp real quick. What should we cook with? Let's cook with some little pickled mushroom and maybe some vine wafer. If you drink, there's a 25% chance to remove the fungal spores. I mean, not a terrible recipe, but not great. We had something similar once. They detonated something that looked like a handy nuke in the top right corner of the base and then got a chokehold. Yeah, so I remember, I always get worried about it whenever I go to the Tomb of the Eaters. I had a, there was an Arcanaut in there, and I noticed in his inventory he had something that I hadn't identified yet, so I killed him, and it was just a handy nuke. And, it freaked me out because he could have quite easily have just thrown it at me and ruined the run, you know? So now every time I go into the tomb, I'm always keeping an eye out for a handy nuke. I think it was just a very lucky spawn. But yeah, it freaked me out. Go down quickly as we can here so we can get the main quest underway. So it's going to be a short, like 2-hour stream today. I normally don't stream on Thursdays because I have other commitments, but I wanted to. Yeah, sorry, a grave robber is what I mean. They use the same sprite, don't they, as the Arcanauts. But yeah, it was a grave robber. It was cool though. I've actually never bothered using the handy nuke because I know I'd kill myself. I think if you have the ability to set mines, you can actually set the handy nuke onto a timer. Is probably what I would do. Oh, there's a beetle down here. Very nice. Holy shit, look at all of this ammo. What is this? This is one hell of a room, I'll tell you that much. And pretty good loot on the floor as well. Anyway, let's speak to the beetle first. 6 lantern items. No, I'm not going to do it. So this is where you want to come if you're if you've just done Gritgate and you want to level. You keep going down here and you get to 20 layers deep or 19 layers deep and you go like north, south, east or west. You have some really, really, like, not super tough enemies, but enemies that will give you XP. Honestly, treat this as scrap. Alright, let's get to looting, shall we? Yeah, I'll take that, sure. Plaster for sneakers, nice. Those always sell really well. Plaster for gear goes for an obscene amount of money. And another pair, sure. This is probably one of the biggest random loot rooms I've ever found. Pretty crazy. Give me that. Leap beard gland paste. Sure. I mean, I'm always in the market for some... Ooh, oh, it's fermented yonder cane. Damn, I thought it was a regular yonder cane. I'll still take it though. Sun gas. Take everything. Sure. Alright, whatever that was, it's broken now. Take the daggers. Daggers have basically no weight attached. That's an advanced toolkit. I'll take that for sure. That's 2 advanced toolkits. Let me take a look at those screenshots. If you don't like Gao Gaos. Oh, a legendary Gao Gao. You're in a historical site at the moment. That is the most Gao Gaos I've ever seen in a single place. That actually makes me feel physically sick. Right, let's keep on moving. Did we leave anything? I did notice over here there was some... I will take the elastin gloves. And did we pick up anything that needs IDing? Whoa, we have a whole bunch of... It's not unpowered. I literally have a... It is powered. What are you on about? Let's see what this is. Freezing carbide hammer, huh? Honestly, drop it. Alright. Let's keep going down.
Grease is now following.
Grease, how are you doing? Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome. And thank you for bringing me ever closer to 200 follows. I appreciate it very much. If you enjoy Caves of Cud, I stream Caves of Cud probably at least 3 days a week. It's my main kind of game. Played about 400 or so hours on stream over the last 6 months or so, and no plans of stopping soon. We're currently doing an achievement run where we've got 98 of 100 achievements so far. I'm hoping on this character we can get at least 1 more achievement. But even when the game's retired, if you put !100 in chat, you'll see we have a bunch of community achievements that we want to go for as well. Lots of cool stuff. I love this game. So yesterday I did play Vintage Story and that was great. That oil? Salty oil. Mind. Dr. Robo, first time chatter, welcome. Thinking about buying Caves of Cud. I honestly, I mean, I'm extremely biased. I cannot recommend a game more. If you enjoy roguelikes, if you enjoy just like turn-based RPGs, like, it doesn't get much better than this in my opinion. Is the game volume slightly too loud, by the way? Hopefully not, but it could be. This game is brilliant. It's, in my opinion, the best turn-based roguelike out there. It's kind of in a league of its own, to be honest. Audio seems fine. Okay, brilliant. Thank you for letting me know. Where are you guys viewing from? If you're new in chat today, there are a few new people because I think most of the people that watch me regularly know that I don't normally stream on Thursdays. I should probably let them know. Viewing from the US. Okay. Yeah, most people who watch Caves of Cod seem to be from the US. I also have I might as well give it a shout out. I have a Discord. If you guys aren't tired of joining like anybody's Discord, then we do have a pretty dedicated Caves of Cod section. Since this is kind of the main game that I play. Got lots of really cool tips and tricks and things in there. Greece from Russia. Okay, awesome. I think you might be the first Russian person, maybe. Finish your finals this semester of college. What are you studying, Generic? How to kill Galgals. I have played. Yeah, Tales of Maj'Eyal is one of my all-time favorite roguelikes. But it doesn't come close to CUD in my opinion, but it's a really good game. I played about 100 hours or so. I did one Tales of Maj'Eyal stream once. And I'm definitely going to bring it back at some point. It's definitely the best of the fantasy-based roguelikes, in my opinion. That I've played anyway. If a game is a roguelike and if it's turn-based, I'm already sold, to be honest. But yeah, Tales of Maj'Eyal is great. Alright, we gotta go 10 more layers down here just to get rid of this fungal infection. You're studying computer science, specifically data information science. Ah, okay, yeah, I did a little bit of computer science in my time. I didn't study it, but I studied physics, which I guess isn't really that far removed, you know. All right, we're done here. It looks like. So right now we're just trying to get rid of this fungal infection so we can start Tomb of the Eaters. Something just powered up. Did you hear that? Your brother's finishing up his PhD in astrophysics. Ah, very nice. Yes, that's exactly what I studied. Although I haven't even done a postgraduate, let alone a PhD. Alright, we got another beetle here. Let's see what they want. 3 plasma grenade Mark IIs before you. That's doable. That's definitely doable. And again, we got a bunch of chests here. We got anything good? Stasis grenade. Nulling plaster for sneakers. Okay, those are going to sell really well. Two plaster for jerkins. Holy cow, dude. We're going to make bank. Similarly, I think the rubber suit might sell quite well. That's a thermo cask. Not a high energy thermo cask though, is it? I'm going to take it. It's going to put us pretty close to our weight limit. Ooh, free Taco Suprema. That's like 500 grams of water right there. And an oil skin. Damn. See what I mean? This is why you should always come down here. There's some really good loot down here. Alright, I don't want to get over encumbered. Got 12 pounds to free up. If you buy Caves of Cod, you assume that you just dive straight in and die a bunch to get a feel. I would recommend it. I am actually going to be working on a tutorial soon. I recently made a Caves of Cod mutation tier list. There's a link on my YouTube. That might help you, but I would suggest just jumping in blind. And learning the bad lessons early, like you say. I would say, I mean, I can give you a quick overview of like key bindings and the UI, but beyond that, I think you should just discover it yourself. When you start a new game, you'll have a choice of 3 different game modes. I always play classic game mode, which is permadeath. If we die, that's it. There's also a roleplay mode, which I think gives you reloading whenever you make it back to a town. It saves at towns. And there's another mode, adventure mode or something, where I don't really understand how that works. I never play it. But I would recommend sticking with classic mode if you want the, you know, the punishing experience. Those other modes didn't exist when I started playing cards, so I just got used to playing classic mode, you know. Yeah, that's a good tip. Holding Alt will show you any friendly NPCs or any, like, you know, this corpse here. Likewise, if there are any enemies in your vision, you can hold Alt to see if they're friendly or not. If you're not quite sure. Yeah, actually, let me just double check something. I think I made may have made a command for this. Yeah. So these are my opinions, but like if you want to check out, like there's I think 59 different mutations you can take. That might give you a kind of feel for what you can and can't do with them. But it's a highly an opinion piece, you know, it's just my opinion of the different mutations. Some people agree, some people disagree. But I'm going to be making another one of those videos soon with the skills. Because people love looking at tier lists. I found that out from that video. And I do as well. If somebody's making a tier list video, I'm like, I need to watch this. Mostly so I can go, this guy's an idiot. They don't know what they're talking about. Which I imagine is exactly what people said about me when I made that video. Alright, let's keep moving here. I want to get started on the tomb quest. We're going to corrosive gas our way through. Give me all of that, please. You're a sucker for traditional roguelikes. Oh, me too. Me too. Big time. Right, that's the sniper rifle actually isn't worth selling. I'm just gonna disassemble it. But we are actually at capacity now. So let's just find our way down, get rid of the clank that we have, and then go and make a whole bunch of money, hopefully. And if I can, actually, I think I might learn... I know I said I wasn't going to. We cut his face off. +2 ego. If we learn proselytize, I can bring some traders from the still over to the freehold. If you're still here, by the way, Dr. Robo, I will say this. Corrosive gas is incredible. Give it a try. Pump shotgun, let's treat those as scrap as well. Alright, we're now carrying too much because we picked up some crab legs. Please, there are no hostiles nearby. What are you on about? Oh, there it is. What was the first roguelike I got into? Good question. What was the first roguelike that I really got into? I never played Rogue, I never played NetHack. I think the first one was probably, it might have been The Binding of Isaac, to be honest. And Isaac Repentance is still my favorite action roguelike, or it's tied with Caves of Qud as my favorite game of all time. I don't think it was my first though. I just need to think about it. I actually don't know. Oh, I'll tell you what it might be. It actually might have been Dungeons of Dreadmore. When that came out, that was probably, I don't know, 11, 12 years ago. If any of you have ever played Dungeons of Dreadmore, oh, this looks like a good room. Fullerite Dagger, take that for sure. Silver Nug, take that. Man, the loot down here is absolutely... What the hell is this? Ooh, that's... I mean, we don't wear armor, but that's a good... But look, that's a good piece of armor, but look how much it weighs. It's like obscene. 160. Shotgun and carbide dagger, I'll take both of those. Combat shotgun. Treat that as scrap. All of that. Yeah, I actually only played Ancient Domains for the first time about 4 or 5 years ago. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't really play much of it, to be honest, because I was already playing Qud at the time. But I think I bought it because they were releasing the new one that apparently is shit. I think it's called Ultimate Adam or something. Yeah, that's annoying. See if I can hit him from here. Yep. Alright, stairway's right there. I just kind of want to get down to layer 20 here so that we can go and sell our shit. But for sure, I'm going to come back here at some point and loot all of these chests because there's good stuff in here. By the way, that purple gas cloud, that's Clank. That's the fungal infection that I have at the moment. I want to get rid of it so that I can start the Tomb of the Eaters without having to have one of my inventory slots taken up by it. Have you guys played Stone Shard? That's a game that I'm looking to pick up next time it goes on sale. We cut something off that bear for sure. Alright, there's the stairway. Alright, we're at layer 19 now. I would like to grab all of this if I can. Alright, here we go. So let's get rid of the Clank. There we go, we finished the quest. The infected crust of skin on your right arm loosens and breaks away. Lovely. That back on. Ooh, a bunch of laser turrets. let's go to the stilt. Alright, who the hell is lasering all of these? I think that's just a visual bug. I want to go to the stilt, but I want to sell most of my gear at the freehold, but we will go to the stilt first. Sure. And we'll just go from Joppa. I can't be bothered to manually go back the way that we came. Bought it a long time ago and it got it through a lot of updating and polishing, but it needs a couple more years. Yeah, I've heard that other people say pretty much exactly that. Greece. Is it, how do I, is your name Greece or is it like Grias or something? I just want to make sure that I get it right. But I've heard a very similar opinion from many people about Stone Shard. I think like it looks amazing. I dabble in pixel art, so I very much appreciate a good bit of pixel art, you know, and I think it looks incredible. Oh, that is out. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, glad to have you here, man. It's cool to have some new people in chat. Alright, I do see a bookcase to the south there. I'm hoping we can actually find books here, because if I'm about to go to the stilt, books means XP. Also, free stuff. Nice, they don't weigh anything either. Yeah, we've got at least one book, you know. I can't be sad about that. So with any luck, we'll be able to pick up some cloning draft or some what else would we look for? Some drops of nectar would be nice. Interesting. You see how that is slightly different? Let's burn this down, see what this game is hiding from us. Oh, we have a Templar Squire. What are you doing here? Hiding. Oh, this is all fresh water on the floor here. I really can't be bothered to pick it up. And we got a diplomacy droid as well. Alright, cool. I wanted to just take a little detour over here because I did notice there was somewhere already marked on our map. You know, the more ruins we can find, the better. Again, we got some rooms there that don't have an entrance, so I'm gonna burn my way in with corrosive gas. And that's why you find a bunch of losers hanging out. Two-handed carbide folding hammer. We'll take that. We want this one. Alright, let's see what we got here. By the way, if anybody is new to the game and like wants any tips or anything, please let me know. You would say Stone Shard is a simple fancy candy game to suck on for a few I like that. That's a good analogy. In comparison to other games in the genre, it lacks depth. Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably right, but I think what it lacks in depth, it makes up for in, like, difficulty, probably. Hey, Admiral Praxis, welcome back. You got bored with Stone Shard pretty fast, but it was very early in development. Yeah, that's why I've held off on getting it, because a lot of people have had this... I mean, it's not stuck in development hell, from what I understand, but it is a very slow development. So I've held off getting it for however many years it's been out, but I'm happy to pick it up, though, and just give it a try, you know? What are very early game monsters to look for or avoid? That's a great question, Dr. Robo. So I would say early game, stay away from pigs. Especially if you encounter a slug snout, get the hell out of there. I would also say avoid the the salt hoppers is probably one of them. But you're only really going to avoid salt hoppers if you're running through the marsh. The slug snouts you can find almost anywhere. Also avoid goat folk, specifically goat folk sowers, who are these guys that throw grenades at you. Avoid them until you're like level 18, 20. A lot of enemies will cause bleed. I would say very early as well. Be careful of centipedes. Centipedes cause bleed and they often attack in swarms. Likewise, anything that does electrical damage is going to mess you up pretty quickly early game. So electrofugues, things like that. Yeah, centipedes are super easy to underestimate early game. And yeah, if you're fighting a flying enemy outdoors, just know that you won't be able to hit it in melee. You have to actually... That, by the way, was an electrofugue right there. You actually have to you have to hit it with a ranged weapon or an ability. Also, if you go down to this tile, if you have a certain item, you'll find something really cool there as well. Alright, let's go to the stilt and see if we can pick up any good stuff. I do have some XP to trade in with this guy. 12,000 XP. I'll take it. Alright, we do have a bunch of stuff in there as well that we can sell. Alright, how many books do we have here? Not that many. So I'm really just here to speak to... We have a really lucky Dromad spawn. And I want to speak to any chefs. To maybe grab some drops of nectar. Have any? Also keep an eye out for any cloning draft. And I would also say, Dr. Robo, like, this location I'm in right now, I'll show you where it is on the world map, up here. This is the first, like, main town you'll get to. If you want to come here, try not to travel in the desert at night. And maybe go around the canyons here. And go up here and then go across. You don't know about that. Give you a hint for what that particular... Okay, so you need a certain piece of headwear. I mean, I could tell you what it is if you want. It's a very rare item. It's a ganglionic teleprojector. You don't have anything. Interesting. Robot Skis, great name. Welcome. First time chat. How's it going, Robot Skis? You got one of those in your current playthrough. Yeah. I mean, if you want me to tell... Do you know about getting, using the teleprojector in that bottom left corner? Exploring CUD streamers. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I stream CUD at least 3 days a week normally for about 5 hours a session. Today is just a short stream. I don't normally stream on Thursdays. You don't learn about it in the game. It's just something that you kind of pick up over a long... In fact, it's probably one of the most obscure... You know, if you think about like a Caves of CUD iceberg kind of lore video thing, it's not obvious.
Robotskis is now following.
Thank you very much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Welcome. Basically, you take the teleprojector, you go down to that bottom left parasang in the desert, and I would say just mess around with it. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give spoilers to anyone, but it's definitely worth doing. The problem is, in my character, we have horns, so we can't do it. Oh, this is a great find, by the way. Also, keep an eye out for these unspecified Schrodinger pages. These are incredibly powerful, so let's grab this. I got so much junk to get rid of now. We are sitting on a lot of money. Alright, let's keep moving. Caves of CUD lore, yeah. It's definitely crazy. Alright, this is the really lucky Dromad spawn that we got. You just completed your first Bethesda Susa. Congrats. Congrats. Yeah, we just did Bethesda Susa on this character the other day. Congrats. Like, that's a big achievement. After you've done Bethesda Susa with a character, that's when you start to get really attached to them, and you're like, please don't die, please don't die. Hey, look what we found. Gotta have it. Anything else that we want? How many herbaries do we have? 14. That's probably enough for now. 500 for tacos is pretty good though. Let's try and buy out as many tacos as we can. That comes to a cool 4,300. Get rid of... We don't need this many chem cells on us. Tacos as a currency are another reason why you love the... Yeah, me too. I think it's so funny. I mean, we don't have the best ego to be buying stuff for a decent price, but yeah, if you can get tacos, pick them up. Tacos are just... They're just a trade good, essentially, robot skis. You can use them in a pinch if you have no water. They will completely refill your hunger and your water bar, I guess. But they're worth, you know, they're worth a lot of money. They're basically, besides one other item in the game, they're basically the best, because they weigh 0, they're the best trade good in the game. There's only one other item that is worth more, like, innately, as a trade good. Everything is about weight. We don't really have to worry about it with this character, because we're going for high strength, so we have an obscene carry capacity. But yeah, like, the weight value ratio is very important for sure. Alright, I love that we have one more polygel. We could, in theory, clone our Schrodinger page that we just picked up if we wanted to. You know what? I would really like rep with robots. I would love some robot rep, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Let's just go and speak to the remaining chefs. There's also a jeweler that we have in the stilt here, so... Yeah, sphere of negative weights. We actually do. We have this here as a sphere of negative weight. As you can see, it gives -10 for weight. You have to have a lot of them for it to really have an impact, in my opinion. I'm talking like 10, at least. I could clone it, but I don't really need to because I have such a high carry capacity. I've got 612 pounds I can carry. They are good, and if you don't know, you can get a guaranteed sphere of negative weight underneath Joppa. If you follow the river underneath Joppa towards Red Rock, you can get one as well as a mining helmet and a pickaxe guaranteed each run. It's often the first thing I do in a run because it's great for leveling up as well. It's a little bit min-maxy though, possibly, you know? Okay, nobody interesting here. Let's keep moving. And we have a jeweler and a schematic. Okay, so no more chefs. Normally have a lot more chefs. I'm gonna pick up... Also, Dr. Robo, if you're still here, in the trade goods window, you'll see some of these have a blue like dollar icon, and some have a yellow. Yellow is a fixed price, so these will always be 100, 200, 300, whatever. Whereas these ones with the blue icon are going to be impacted by your ego. So if you can prioritize buying yellow trade goods, always try that rather than the blue. Is there a zone map or area map of what level you should be doing at what time? So I would say stick to the left side of the map as a like hard and fast rule. I will show you the world map momentarily, Dr. Robo, because we're about to leave, so I can show you what I mean. Let's grab these. You can pretty much go anywhere you want. I would just say stay away from the jungle in particular until you're like mid-game, like maybe level 16 plus, let's say, maybe more. Stay away from the jungle and basically don't go any further right of the map. You're welcome, Robot Skis, yeah. That's what those icons mean. Fixed trade goods like nuggets and gems are usually how you store and carry most of your wealth. Yeah, tacos aren't fixed, but they generally have a very high value regardless. Hey, T-Rex, welcome back, dude. Oh, do you and Dr. Robo know each other? So, Dr. Robo, let me show you. So if you do the Joppa start, you're gonna start here, right? You can explore most of. I would say try not to go into the flower fields, and don't go into the jungle. I would say stick to these areas, like the meadows and the canyons. And the hills. You can venture into the desert, but if you see a big flying green thing, please leave. And then when you get stronger, you can go into the jungle. This is where, like, you know, a lot of the game is in the jungle. Whatever you do, do not go past this mountain range, and for the love of God, don't go into the lake. This is end game content here. This is arguably the hardest zone in the game, even harder than the Moonstair. And if you go into here, probably avoid this area. Hey, Chiller. Chiller is our resident mad scientist in Caves of Cards, so if you have any really weird things that you want to ask if they work, probably ask him. Alright, we'll take one quick stop over to the Freehold, and then we're going to go and start the Tomb of the Eaters. I love that new effect. That's so cool. Also, if you don't know, this here is a rock tumbler. If you put those rough gemstones that we just picked up in there, they will smooth out and they will be worth more money. Trying to get entombed as a saw-hander. Yeah, the new visual effects are amazing. Brooms are no fun without squeezing every drop of cheese out of the game. Yeah. You can do some cool stuff with them for sure, but I think having a fungal infection, unless you get mumble mouth, it's just annoying. Most of the time. New area to use, so hopefully, so you're gonna drop out, but you'll be back. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries, robot. Thank you for being here, dude. Yeah, yeah, you'll be there soon as well, by the way, robot. Tomb of the Eaters. Keep at it, man, you'll get there. Though your computer screams when a bunch of baboons start throwing rocks. Baboons are pretty brutal. I would also say, yeah, avoid baboons early game. Take it easy, robot. Wow, you found 11 chrome pyramids. Generic, you and Chillawale would get on very well with the weird shit that you guys get up to. You just got out the Tomb of the Eaters entrance for the first time. Oh, you just got to the Tomb of the Eaters entrance for the first time. It's a cool area. It's probably my favorite dungeon in the game. Congrats, Admiral Praxis. Have you been to Ezra, to the left of the tomb? It's a good village. Okay, so let's see if Tilly has anything worth buying before we go on our way. I'm kind of tempted to buy out every battery I can in case I get a nuclear cell. You know what, it might be worth... Let's just do some tests here, right? The taco is 649. Our ego isn't great, so it's kind of expensive. 649. If I go and do the water ritual, I don't think I've done it yet with the... If I get some rep with the freehold. Yeah, we haven't done the water ritual yet, so I want to see how much that will go down by. Damn, look at our rep with the wardens. We want to trade secrets with the wardens because they'll tell us the location of potential villages. Hydropon, damn. Hey, there we go, there's a settlement. We need the achievement for going to 100 settlements. We're up to 90, I think, at the moment. So we're making some good progress. Okay, let's drink with this guy as well. Right, we're now favoured by the freehold. I want to see how that affects the cost. It was 649 before. You're hanging out with the Mapangos right now. Oh, nice. The Mapango are cool. They're a cool faction. Yeah, Chiller. I often find that they do turn on each other as well and start killing each other. You're at 80. 80 what, Chiller? More like Mapangon Ron. Oh my god. Greece, that was terrible, but I love it. Yeah, look. That knocked like 50 drams off of our taco. I've never really seen tacos go much further below this, so this is really good. So you have some batteries that I want to buy. What about your clones? I've cloned Tilly twice here, so we have 3 of them. You have some tacos, but nothing that I seem to want, really. You have nothing I want. And again, more tacos. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to go on a little bit of a taco spree here. I will grab these weird trinkets. And all the tacos I can grab. Need to remember to learn Flexi Weaved as well. Hopefully we have enough trade goods with us. I think we have some stuff in the chest that we can sell as well. Chain gun, hyper tractor. I should probably get that repaired before I sell it. Worth a lot more money than that. And look at all of these injectors that we have. Don't need all of that. We don't need this water skin anymore. I guess we start... I don't really want to get rid of my gemstones. Good to have a lower denomination of a trade good. You know? I think we'll probably come back with some goods to sell. Oh, 80 villages. Ah, I see what you mean. In your current run, you got lucky with some early legendaries. Found an unspecified Schrodinger page and befriended both the goat folk and the Nepthalis. Yeah, it's always fun being friends with goat folk for sure. But I do kind of love farming them for XP. Alright, I'll tell you what then. Let's just take like one of these tacos for now. And let me go and grab some actual stuff to sell. I'm not selling my Vibro Capesh. No way. Right, Rika, you don't repair anything, do you? Let's go speak to Bep real quick and get him to repair our hyper tractor so we can sell it for a shitload of money. And then we're gonna go. These are all smoothed out, very nice. Yeah, good luck on the 11 chrome pyramid screen. You're also assuming you can't be overleveled. You can be overleveled in an area, but there's still ways that you never expect to die that might get you. Like, I've had level 40 characters die in dumb ways before, but you do learn with time, like what to avoid and things like that. Maybe generic you can get those chrome pyramids to attack each other again. Yeah, think of the loot. Do you have a reliable way to recoil out? Do you have a force bubble or something? Alright, that only costs 5 to repair, which is absolutely obscene. Alright. Right, let's grab these tacos and go. I'm itching to get back out there. And those thermoelectric cells sell for a lot of money if they're full, right? Okay, and the final tilly here. 3 more tacos. So I'm thinking about going for some robot rep. I didn't even get a chance to sell my hyper tractor. I'll sell one of them. Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe going for some robot rep. So why don't we do that? Oh, actually, could we clone this? You do have Force Bubble. Okay, awesome. You're famished. Tacos will make you feel good. The tacos do definitely want it. They do look kind of delicious, I gotta admit. I normally use Polygel on Eater's Nectar as well, but since we don't have any, I'm happy to use it on, you know, they're fairly rare, but they're not super duper rare, I don't find. Let's just get 2 of these. And let's try and get some positive robot rep. We gave their kind a favourable horoscope reading. We're at minus 700. We're now disliked. Alright, you know what? That's better than nothing. You're torn. You prefer playing mutants because they got cooler powers and no cap to progression, but it also saves so much time to play as Truekin. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, even to rebuke a cloneling, you probably need to be at the point where you're doing the Bethesda Susa, right? So you still have to make quite a lot of progress anyway. I just think that the mutants are just so much cooler, you know? We'll keep the Fullerite Aegis on us for now. We have so much water on us, it's actually obscene. Still, we won't go thirsty for a while. Let's make a little campfire. Alright, let's go. We're going to start off here by going to hand the quest in at Gritgate. And then we will go to the tomb, get that started. Want a moat there. Alright, smell you later. Let's go learn the Mark of Death. At percent. At. Okay. Easy enough to remember. Let's tattoo it immediately onto our forehead so that we don't forget. This is one of my favorite things about CUD, is that you can just tattoo stuff on your own body. Let's do it on our face. Let's get a fresh face tattoo right now. We're going to go... what was it? It was at percent. At. We're going to do it in a lovely magenta and black. You tattoo the Mark of Death on your face. Yeah, thanks, practice. Yeah. Can't believe I remembered it. Level 31 as well. There you go, we got a lovely new magenta looking sprite. So now if we look at ourselves, we can see your face bears a tattoo of the Mark of Death. Hey Casey, welcome back dude, how's it going? You're afraid to use Force Bubble because it has a tendency to kill you when you're against the wall. Force Bubble? I've never had Force Bubble do that to me before. I've definitely violated the Pauli exclusion principle, but not with Force Bubble. I love Force Bubble is just, it's so good. If you haven't seen my tier list, Force Bubble was in the S tier. Interesting. I do know there's certain rock types that get pushed by Force Bubble, but I've never had it kill me. Alright, let's go into enter the tomb here. Oh, we also want to take the... There's a quest you can take from this guy with the Mapango. May as well grab it. Speak like a warden. Are you ashamed? Mapango. I'd like to meet them. Speak to a turret. Bing bong. Let's go. Also, did you refresh? Did. But whatever. Alright, let's go to the tomb. Finally. Of course they're sleeping. They're always sleeping. Oh yeah, also let's spend our mutation point here. Can we do antlers yet? We cannot. Weird. We seem to be capped at level 10 antlers. Is that a hard cap? Because we can go beyond level 10. Anyway, we're going to take double muscled here to give us 1 extra strength, which will take us to plus 10 strength modifier. Never mind, it will not. 32. I guess because we get 3. Okay, never mind. One more point of strength and we'll get there then. Still worth it for the day's chance. And we're saving our points for the next level of dual wield. We're using, if you haven't seen, we're using these daggers here, which have a 20% chance to dismember in our offhand. That's kind of nice. Nice little bonus. Here we go. +4 strength shield. That is nice. That's really good. Ooh. Got some grave moss there. Alright, here we go. Lovely. Love the confusion gas. Always fun. Alright, here we are. We're officially in the catacombs beneath the tomb. I think we're going to be in the... We start in the bottom left, right? In the southwest corner. Hold on, is that stairway immediately? Is this K gone and on? No, it's not. Okay. No, it's not. I like killing the conservators the first time I'm in here because I'll almost certainly be coming back here. If we end up making it to the end of the tomb today, we absolutely need to find out whether or not there are... Please stop running. Whether there's a cherub that has the gemming ability. Oh, this is just cruel at this point. Alright, that looks like K gone and on. Yeah. What are coloured walls? Coloured walls are normally graffiti. So Chiller, yeah, I have messed with flaming grave moss, and let me tell you, don't ever do it. Grave moss is interesting because if you get blood on it, it spawns the what are those guys called? And if you set it on fire, it absolutely just annihilates everything. Are items that require ammo a pain to deal with? No, so as long as you Ammo is basically free in the game. It costs nothing, more or less, to buy. So every time you buy it, you talk to a trader. Just buy out all of their ammo, whether you use it or not. So I would say that no, they're not a pain to deal with. Bunch of chems. Oh yeah, I never identified what these trinkets were, did I? Lead acid, garbage. 2 lead acid cells. Ugh. You also see, you can't see it, it's behind my camera, but you have a certain amount of rounds before you get reset back to a starting location. Traders do refresh after like a week or so in game, I think. But you only need ammo for the early game. I'm only using ammo because I like using the rapid fire pistols, but you'll be using energy cells most of the time. All right, this guy's engulfed me. This will drop the repulsive device, which starts a quest line. Here it is, repulsive device. It doesn't start a quest line, but it gives you the opportunity to do a quest. I would have loved to have cut his face off and worn it. Alright, let's see what they dropped. Oh, oh baby. I'm not gonna get all the rewards. I'm gonna get the cloak that gives you the tinkering cloak. What is it called again? You know the one I mean. It's the best reward by far. I will say, if you, yeah, there is one character at Gritgate that will sell you 1,000 rounds. So all the rewards does do the cloak. Cars Loop, that's the one, Chiller. How would we actually go about getting all of the rewards, by the way? Because as far as I know, the repulsive device is not clonable. Please tell me what this is. Garbage. And garbage. Alright, cool. Well, you know what? We got some handrails. So right here, we have a new ranged weapon to equip. Oh, you can kill them and dominate them to take it. Right, that makes sense. That's actually super simple. It will, however, be duplicated in the inventory or cryogenic clones of the player found randomly. Wow, that's a very long-winded way of going about that. So you keep it on your player for the whole game and hope that you come across... Interesting. Alright, new weapons, guys. Please, for the love of God, please be a nuclear cell. Let's equip this in this hand. Let's find out what that energy cell was that we just picked up. Even better, it's an antimatter cell. Holy cow. Alright, I'm happy about that. Alright, nice. We got some handrails. Probably my third favorite pistol in the game. That guy, I was trying to kill that guy, but you know what? I give up. Alright, we've found a teleporter. I think I kind of want to go for doing a full clear rather than teleporting immediately. The bell of rest is about to toll, so let's just go here and wait it out. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm really happy about getting the antimatter cell. Alright, looks like a dead end. Got Nullbeard here. Oh, we don't have a shield equipped. Never mind. We cut something off. We cut his tread off. Absolutely destroyed, mate. All right, let's go this way. This way being east. All right, here's the grave robber. You remember I was saying about these guys sometimes have a handy nuke on them? We definitely want to kill these because they have a lot of money's worth of. They've got plaster for gear. They've got an overloaded laser pistol that has a chance to have, I guess, a nuclear cell in it. They've got an artifact that we don't understand yet as well. So let's accidentally, oops, trip into this guy and cut something off. We cut his hand off. We cut his arm off. And he's toast. Thank you. Alright, let's see what he dropped here. Oh, baby, we're about to make so much money. You have no idea. Got EMP Mark 1. Got stasis. And he's got a flashbang. Okay, those are all kind of garbage. Let's have some soul curd, though, which is delicious. 2 floating glow spheres. That only has a chem cell. I will pick it up for now, because it doesn't weigh too much. We don't need the pickaxe, we already have one. I want to be a bit more careful with my weight limit, since I'd rather not leave halfway through. Alright, we learnt a location apparently. Here's another one. This guy also has something that we don't understand. Oh no, I tripped. Tripped into him. Little bonnet. That's cute. Normality Mark 3. The normality gas actually could be kind of interesting. I'll take that. Why do you run into my axe? Why do you run into my horns? 2 daggers. Combustion cell. I don't want either. I will take the overloaded one because it weighs slightly less. Can't be bothered to take the water. Don't need it. Yeah, I want to kind of do a full clear here just to make the most money and to get as much experience as we can. All right, there's a Mapango. Cute little guy, just enjoying life. Nobody's throwing grenades. The grave robber. Achoo! Oh no, I sneezed into him. Alright, what do you have on you? You've got more plaster for gear. You see, once you get to this point, you're just making, honestly, too much money. Like, if you don't have a hover sled, good luck. Overloaded laser pistol again, sorry. From Cider. Alright. We got recalled. I was literally about to ask how long until we get recalled. I answered my own question. Once you finish Sawhander, you're going to try and get entombed at level 1. Now that would be a real achievement. How did you get away from me? Right, let's grab all of the juicy tinkering bits here. Alright, there's some shit going down over here. I don't know what you were shooting at. So I think the Mapango Enclave tends to spawn in the top left corner of the map, generally speaking. I don't know if that's guaranteed, but I've always noticed it's there. You know what? You can live just because I can't be bothered to kill you. Just for a overloaded laser pistol. Alright, these guys are annoying. There's also... Ah, that's hilarious. This friggin' fly, he tried to steal my gear and he immediately got sucked. over to the giant magnet. That is hilarious, man. What did you take? You took my legendary gloves. I don't think so, pal. Those are my gloves. Alright, let's deal with this guy. This guy's annoying. We got a bunch of grave robbers. You do have plaster for sneakers on. Maybe worth killing you. You're so lucky. You're the luckiest grave robber of all time. I was about to murder you in cold blood. Okay, we've been here. I think this is where we initially came in. Let's go this way. Yeah, we should kill them. As a matter of... This is definitely a cultist, right? Yeah. Death Pilgrim. We should kill them as a matter of principle, yeah. I mean, they are literally robbing graves. You can say, well, Ross, you're also here to rob graves. Yeah, but I'm doing it in the name of the main character, okay? I'm not doing it because I'm a grave robber. I'm so much more than a grave robber. Okay, look, I'm really worried about our weight already. We're already getting a bit heavy here, so I'm probably going to have to drop some water, I think. Yeah, we're doing it for science, exactly. You want to shoot me? Do you know who I am? I'm the main character of this game. Have some respect. Also, give me the taco. Thank you. And the herbery. Ooh, my man's got a fancy pickaxe. Jewel encrusted. We're archaeologists. They're exactly. We are the Indiana Jones. Those guys are just the trash, the rabble, you know. What? A Thursday stream? I was just about to miss it. Yeah, Frank, I was saying, I'm gonna be here for about another hour. But I was just itching to do a little stream, you know. I'm glad you can make it, man. Nice to have a regular here. Oh. So, let's start being picky about what we pick up. So let's leave the rest of that trash. Pop a little hill. With mine, I'm being shot at by... Are you a deaf cultist? You are? Okay, interesting. These guys actually can be pretty scary. They knock you down. You know what's even better? Corrosive gas. Double beetle, dude. This is Paul McCartney and George Harrison just chilling. How many of you have ever seen that before? A double beetle. I've never seen a double beetle. Let's see what these guys are after. Oh, it's a deaf cultist. Okay, that's kind of scary. Oh, they're both cultists. All right, you know what? I was never here, guys. See you later. I don't want to fuck with those guys. Kill them. There's no way you can kill a beetle. I would love to. Alright, 60 turns until the bell tolls. Let's wait here, and there we go. Tell that to David Chapman. Oof, too soon. Ooh, a Rhinox. Yoink. See my dodge? Hey, you want to try that again? Oops. It appears I've, please cut his face off. I really want to cut the face off. What are they missing? She's missing a face. Yes. We have cut the... Oh, we are cutting this poor rhino apart like you wouldn't believe. Alright, the face has got to have some kind of ego. It's only +2 ego, but you know what? I'm gonna wear it just for the just for bragging rights. Like, wow, that guy's wearing the head of a rhino. And be like, yeah, welcome. Who's this loser? You've got a weird artifact. You appear to be teleporting. Well, I've cut something off. How does it feel? Ah, displace the bracelet. And... okay, garbage. Just dismantle that immediately. I'll take the displacer bracelet, sure. Still popping off right now. Oh, there is a sap coming towards me. It's a life sap. Let's deal with that. One way of doing it. Man, it feels fucking good to be strong. Yeah, that Rhinox really didn't stand a chance there. A Dromad, huh? There's a lot of death cultists I'm noting. A lot more than you normally see. Anybody else? Bruising for a bruising? Alright, let's keep moving. You know what? The conservator can go away. Give me the hat. Has anyone ever bothered using the glitter grenades in CUD? I can't say that I have. Right, yeah, look at our weight right now. We are getting chunky already. I say as I continue to pick shit up. Alright, there's the turret that we need to speak to. Don't pick that up. How's it going? Cool. Thanks. We got recalled. I don't even really know what the glitter grenade does, if I'm being completely honest. Guess it looks pretty. Alright, we got another beetle, but is this just going to be a cult member? Yeah, it is. Oops, I tripped. Okay, I'm officially at the point where I can't pick things up. We actually may have to leave and come back. Purely because we're going to be finding things in the later on... This guy has a lot of money. In the later on part of the tomb, where we're going to have lots of really, really nice loot. I hate to do it, but you know what? Let's get it out of the way early. Oh yeah, okay. We'll do it now so that we don't have to leave later on. Let's drop one of our plaster fur jerkins. They weigh quite a bit. Drop all of them. Let's just go chuck them in the chest. And then we'll come back and do some trading after we finish the tomb. So if we get the... I don't think we'll get the tomb finished today before I have to leave, but we'll get a lot of it done. I'm also going to leave some water back here because I'm carrying way too much water with me. I guess we'll keep a couple of chem cells on us. Probably time to drop our trusty shield. I don't think I'll need it. Let's hope I don't. Love injector's garbage. Rubber gum is garbage. Jade oil is garbage. Skulk is garbage. Sphinx salt is garbage unless you're a Brukin. So let's keep moving. Don't need 2 tattoo guns. Honestly, probably don't need all these trade goods, but I'll keep them on me. You never know if we run into a trader. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, farewell, Sparbine. You did us well. Went too far. We just go put these in the chest, and then we're gonna go straight back. Damn it. So after we do, you know, I have a question. I actually don't know the answer. I think I do, but I'm not sure. After you finish the Tomb of the Eaters and you come back, finishing the tomb, it doesn't get rid of the cherubs, does it? They'll still be there. Because I have to come back and fight the cherubs when I'm a bit higher level, because I need to get transmuted into a gemstone. And I want to do it when I have the most health and the most herbaries possible. Make sure that it definitely happens. You know? What the hell's going on here? Whole bunch of loot. Yeah, I thought so, Frank. Thank you, because I'm pretty sure I remember. I often will go back there at some point, and they're always still there. I just thought I'd double check because I didn't want to screw up the. That's the whole reason we're doing this character, is for the achievement, you know. So. Alright, 60 round until the bell goes. Caves of Linux. Hey, Splicer, how's it going? You just found a slender sphere of negative weight. It only gives -5. What the hell? That seems like a bug. That's hilarious. What is that? Oh, an Addy fly. Alright, let's keep exploring. I didn't want to pick up the Eigen rifle, but fair enough. Alright, we found one of the... Are you Dagasha? Are you the one that gives, Who is it that gives you, the cloak? It's not Dagasha, is it? Okay, they give follower teleport. Alright, never mind. I think the one that gives, it's that big slimy looking thing. Why are you attacking me? I haven't done anything. Wait for the confusion to end. Right. Who is attacking me and why? Are they death cultists? They are, okay. Oh, he goes, oh, and he dies. Alright, more plaster for gear, lovely jubbly. EMP Mark III, that's a great grenade. Definitely take that. And 3 herberies. Ooh. I guess for now I'll grab this purely because it has a biodynamic cell in it. Apparently I feel stony. What is the name of the one we're... It's the yellow one we're looking for, isn't it? We already found you, yeah. Yeah, I mean the cloak that gives you the tinkering bonus. What are the other What are the other relics? I always forget the other 3 because I almost always take the cloak one. But at least we know now that we can find one of the repulsive device questline guys in the same area as the Mapango Enclave. I was thinking maybe the shield. What does the shield give you again? Because we do technically have shield on this character, but I'm currently dual wielding daggers just because I've got dismemberment on them. Why do you attack the wall? Calm down. Oh, okay, that's garbage. Yeah. Oh, 50% cooldown on slam. I mean, that's kind of nice. You can keep people basically stun locked with that by knocking them down. But I'd rather have the cloak, I think. Try and go for a full clear if we can. Natchum, that's right. Natchum's ribbon. Now it's all coming back. You know what? Give me the teleport here. Let's just clear this map before we move on. What does this guy have on them? Plaster for Jerkin. I mean, that is worth a lot of money. Probably will murder him if he's still there when I come back. I need to find somewhere... where I'll be anchored here because I'm about to get teleported. I think we just go... I was about to say, I think we just go up. Didn't make it. Who just cast confusion on me, dude? Well, they bled to death, at least. That's not my force bubble. That's somebody else. What? Something is casting confusion through a wall. Interesting. Alright, I'm currently waiting for this force bubble to end so I can move. Yeah, I've done a 200 quickness build before. That was a lot of fun. Come on, dude. How long until this thing ends? Alright, I think we may be softied here. I don't know what is causing this. I'm gonna pop corrosive gas in the hope that I will, like, at least... I think I have one turn to move as soon as the shield goes down. Otherwise, I'm soft locked. Come on. Yeah, I have 1 turn to move. What the fuck is doing that? There's confusion coming from here, but the problem is they seem to be casting it through a wall. I didn't know that was even possible. You see that? Never knew that could be done. Okay, waiting for the shield to end. Okay, well I have clairvoyance as well, so let's find out what is doing that. Okay, I thought as much. It's a freaking mechanimist. Because hey, I've already done that quest. I have Cousin of Glass. So guess what? If we now look at that item in my inventory, I should get some XP from it. Yeah, there we go. 1000 XP. Nice. Alright, yeah, so they're right there, son of a bitch. I wish there was a way to skip time whilst trying to move forward. Well, that was an annoying encounter. I would love to kill those guys, but I think it would take me way too long. Get some normality. We do have a normality grenade. Trying to steal. We learnt about another dimension. See if I can go this way. I'm gonna sneak up on them. How did he melt through the floor so quickly? You're supposed to have like 10 turns before that happens. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't know how he did that so quickly. A bit of a setback, but could be worse. Drink, we are no longer asking. Yeah, I appreciate it. I do often forget to drink. And then I'm like, why do I have a headache? I'm like, oh yeah. That's why. So I think this time we just we go straight for the stairs and we get out of here. We move on to the next layer. The industrial layer. Which is really the only area that I'm scared of, because we could get crushed to death quite easily. Although I think we definitely have enough HP to not have to worry about that. Just swap this out for, I guess, the other thermoelectric cell. Shouldn't really be using these cells because they actually sell for a whole bunch of money. Alright. Teleporter up here. Clear sphere of Supir really has a ring to it. It really does. Honestly, everyone trying to find miracle food or miracle fruit or whatever is just dumb. Many body-related problems most people experience can be solved with drinking more water. Yeah, that's definitely true. It is literally like the main component of your entire body. So, oops. Wait, what? No, I want to go up here. It's an awfully long fall. What are you talking about? I'm going up. That pop-up has never been there before. Okay, I'll go another way. That's fucking strange. I've never seen that happen here, ever. Okay, well, I guess we have to find another stairway. Has anyone else ever seen that? Alright, we're about to get recalled, unfortunately. What do we do here? I think we actually may be soft-locked, unfortunately. We may have to try and wish. Is there a wish to go up one floor? If there's a wish to do that, we'll have to use that because I don't trust this. I don't want to insta-die because the game hasn't rendered properly. Hey Ash, how's it going? You went to the gym. It's horrible, but you did it. First time in like a month. It always sucks after going back after a break. Yeah, but the important thing is you went back, right? And now you have a reason to keep going back. Also, I hope your migraines are better today, by the way. I think we're currently on the rightmost side. M. Willis, welcome back. How's it going? Godone. Go down. Oh, I read that as Godone. I was like, Godone? Waiting for Godone. Oh, that's the wish, right? I'm gonna go find the other stairway then. Blocked by compacted bone. Guess what? I've got corrosive gas. Alright, we don't go that way. We go... keep going this way, I guess. Man, that's really annoying when bugs like that happen. And when things like this happen. Oh my god, I hate this guy more than I can ever explain. I literally do not have enough time to move. What do we do here? I don't want to leave and come back. That's too much effort. I do have a yonder cane. I could potentially teleport in there. If I want. But I don't want to waste my yonder cane. It's too valuable. I don't know how to deal with this. Because I can't... literally, by the time this force field goes down... it goes back up again. See? I'm about to get recalled. So you know what? That will just solve it. Man, what a buggy mess. How do you assign numbers to abilities? Okay, so you go into your ability menu, and I actually had to rebind my... you see at the bottom of the ability menu, there's a bind key. You just press your bind key, and then you press whatever you want to bind it to. Is that what you mean? Still had one this afternoon, but medicated and watered and fed and rested yourself. Yeah, going to the gym will probably help quite a lot, Ash. I really hope they stop soon, that sucks. No, corrosive gas does not remove enemy force fields, unfortunately. Alright, let's go find this other stairway. Could be along here, possibly. Let's melt our way through. Oh, what the hell is this? Grab this guy's plaster for gear. And his taco. We got free taco again. And a free herbery. Beautiful. I'll take the overloaded laser pistol as well. Alright, so the stairs aren't on this. Oh my god, dude. Fuck you. Luckily that got me at the edge of the map. Oh, you know what I could do though? I can bait out as soon as he... Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Cast it again. I dare you. Said cast it again, I dare you. Alright, he's not doing it. Wait for the bell to sound. Alright, we killed him at least. Just wait for it to end. I've been disarmed, what a shame. And he's literally been disarmed. What happened? What did we cut off? We cut his feet off. He's been dislegged. And he's dead. Alright, cool. Don't ever disarm me again. Okay, no cool drops, unfortunately. At least we dealt with that annoying ass. Okay. Alright, I don't think there is another stairway. I think we've been everywhere. I think we've literally visited every single part of the catacombs. So I think we may have to try and wish our way up the stairs here. What do you guys think? I think we may be soft locked, unfortunately. This tortoise is getting so fucked up right now. I think I've cut off pretty much every body part. They're missing the face, the forefeet, the hind feet, the tail. He does not have use of any of his weapons. Unlucky. You know what, I'm gonna have to melt them. It's taking too long. Take the jerkin. Yeah, the new effects are dope, aren't they? Really, really cool. All right, I will look a little bit longer for another stairway, but I think we may have we may be soft locked. Okay, we're in the spindle channel, so this is the center of the map. Let's go this way. Blocked by some ebb and fulcrete. Okay. Yeah, or explore is my friend. The problem, I don't like doing it too much in here because I'm going to get recalled every 200 rounds. So I'm trying to move manually where I can. Also, I'm famished, apparently. Sure. One mod, if anyone here is a mod maker, Ash, I know you are. For the love of God, make a mod that lets me just put a campfire down where I am rather than going to one that already exists. Please. I don't know why it isn't just in the game natively. Alright, we're at the top somewhere because that's blocked off. So I think this is like the center here. So this is the bottom middle down here, in theory. Oh, there's a stairway here. Although I am about to get recalled, so let's just wait here and wait it out. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Please do not give me the same pop-up. Okay, that one works. I wonder what that other place looks like then. If it said that if I go up, it will be an awfully long fall, it doesn't make sense. But that is what it said. Give me my silver nuggets. Yeah, the new flame effects are so cool. Alright, we got 100 rounds to get to the next map here. That should be enough. You stole a semi-automatic pistol. Do not care about that at all. Right, we made it to the next map. We got some crushers right off the bat. You got to be careful because breaking these walls creates lava. I say as I continue to do exactly that. Alright, guess we have to go past the crushers here. That's a lot of crushers. No, I didn't. Okay, we should be fine. We should be okay. As long as we only get crushed once, we should be absolutely fine. Let's sprint as far as we can here. If we can just stay here. Oh, we took no damage. We're so powerful, we literally took no damage. So, alright, we've been recalled. Stole my shoes. Okay. Normally, if you loot, there's a chest behind some of the fans. I'll see if I can show you what I mean. This thing? Yeah, I mean, this one has rocket skates, right? That's pretty good loot. So it's always worth looking in. I think my gas can destroy crushers. I'm actually not sure, though. Okay. Pop this again. Keep moving. How does my force bubble interact with crushers? Oh, okay, it does not help at all. Well, we just took 89 damage. If I had less health, I probably would have died right there. So let's just take a little breather here if we can. We don't have too much time to kill though, because we have to keep moving. Oh, the crushers are scary, dude. I'm gonna see if I can destroy them. Doesn't look like they're getting destroyed, no. I think it may be better for us to move through the lava, to be honest. We're definitely going to get recalled again. But we need to be full health. Yeah, there we go. We did get recalled. No problem. Let's maybe go north. And we're lucky we can grab some whole bunch. Oh, what is this? These are reactors, right? Fusion stations, yeah. Lots of money there. Very nice. Normand Lamour, welcome. Greetings to yourself. How's it going? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Trying to find a ganglionic teleprojector. Any ideas? No, it's completely random. Unfortunately, there's no guaranteed location. I would say, you know, anywhere on the right side of the map's probably a good bet. Maybe keep buying out anything in the in Tilly's inventory, but I don't know. I really don't know where you'd get a guaranteed teleprojector from. Alright, so this is the horrible crushy part of the map. So let's try and, like, wait for them to go. Then we're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to wait. And we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to wait. I can't get through that many crushers at once, so I'm going to have to go through lava here. And hope that none of our gear is on fire. Because the crushers will fuck you up. Alright. Yes, move through the lava. What did you steal? You stole my rhino face. How dare you. Whip it. Alright, let's see what this chest has for us. Okay, we can't unfortunately use that, but that will still sell for a little bit of money, so I can't be too mad about it. No, shoot the fucking fly, please. The enemy right in front of you. Alright. Again, I'm not messing with any of these crashes. I would rather literally tread through lava than have to deal with those. Alright, we're very close here to the next area. Alright. My game has slowed down because we're currently blowing smoke across the whole map. Damn, what a name, Normand. You're avoiding work. You just discovered CUD. Interested to see how others approach it. Cheers from Ottawa. Another fellow Canadian. Oh, Frank, you found a little French-Canadian friend. Alright, we made it. Hey, okay, this is the dude we're looking for, right? No, this is not the dude we're looking for. How dare you confuse me. Alright, we got that part done. Normand Lamour is a French-Canadian singer. Kind of like our little Wesley Willis. Who the fuck... Who the hell is Wesley Willis? Why is that such a funny name? Wesley Willis. Of course, everyone knows Wesley Willis. No, I never heard of Wesley Willis. I don't think they have much of a reputation in the UK. Rock and Roll McDonald's. I'm completely lost now. I don't know. You may as well be speaking French. Okay, all right, looks like we're in the top left, maybe, of the map here. Let's go down. And there should be a stairway. Here we go. Right, we're about to enter the tomb proper. This is where the real fun begins, with the crypt ferrets and the fucking robbing tombs. This is proper Indiana Jones core right here. Wesley Willis has songs like Rock and Roll McDonald's, Suck My Horse's Dick, or Alanis Morissette. Why would I know about Wesley Willis with a song like Suck My Horse's Dick? Lyrics are basically 3 minutes of the title screamed. You know, as a musician, that makes me so angry that this guy has made a living off of doing that with zero effort. Okay, I'm going to have to look up... Let me write Wesley Willis down. I'm going to have to look this up after I finish stream today. Norman Lamore's same concept. Okay. Wesley Willis. Any relation to Bruce? And Norman Lamore. Alright. I'm gonna... If I come back on Monday being a huge fan of both of these guys, I'm gonna thank you. Otherwise, you're banned. Permanently. Alright, let's do some good old-fashioned tomb robbery, shall we? We don't have to worry about getting, teleported anymore. And we now have the chance... As long as we get there before the crypt ferrets, we have a chance to get some okay stuff, like some brain brine. I'm not scared of a crypt sitter. They do a lot of damage, but I don't care. There's also a bloody mummified corpse here. Do we eat it? No, we're not hungry enough to eat it. Coward. Right. What do you got for me? A gigantic weird artifact. It weighs so much. It's a gigantic nulling Rhinox skull maul. I've never seen this item. In 600 hours, I've never seen a Rhinox skull maul before. Is this new? I anticipate the banning. Has anyone in chat ever seen this? CUD veterans, tell me. Because I've never seen this in like 600 hours. He's got 80 albums all with the same beat. Normand is special. If you meet him IRL, he's going to summon the Holy Spirit in your penis. He passed away now, unfortunately. This is cool. It's a giant one. So, it's a shame. It's what you get for butchering them. Oh, that'll be why I've never seen it. I never take butchery normally. 12 penetration, 3d4 plus 4. It's not bad, you know. I definitely won't be taking it because it's way too heavy. I never... Honestly, that's the first time I've ever seen that. Ever. Interesting. I thought I'd seen it all. Other than the cathedra. Crypt ferret. So the crypt ferrets will try and rob the tombs before you, so be aware of that. Just brain brine. Dude, I fucking hate brain brine. That was maybe a bit too emphatic, but I dislike brain brine. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Of course, more brain brine. You know what? At least it will sell well. I know there is probably some brain brine enjoyers in chat, but I'm not one of you. Alright, yeah, we got a slumberling, we got another death. So this faction seems to have an awful amount of beetles, which is really interesting. You don't really ever see that. A nice damp feta. Alright, we got some grave goods. Feathered ogre fur hat. Hey, we found historic site. And some kind of engraved pistol. A dithermo. Okay. Not what I'm after, but cool. Surprise, motherfucker. Why do you hit me so hard? What the hell? That guy hit me really hard for some reason. No matter, I have a whole bunch of
Normand_Lamour_1986 is now following.
Normand_Lamour_1986. Thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. I am now 8 followers away from 200. Amazing. Who would have ever thought that I would have 200 followers almost? Crazy. There are dozens of us. Is that an Arrested Development reference? May as well kill this guy. He's got something. He's got so much plaster for gear. He was just... Okay, an arc winder. It's not high voltage, unfortunately. Otherwise, you know I'd be equipping it right now. You're partly kidding. You worked for an Ottawa company a few years back. Yeah, me too. I worked for Ottawa... I worked for Ottawa Forestry Service. How about you? We found a stairway up, by the way. And more plaster for stuff. Some kind of bloody pistol. An Eigen pistol. Ooh, garbage. Get disassembled immediately. Yeah, the OFS. I'm glad you've heard of them, Normand. I was actually head tree fella in the OFS. But when they found out I wasn't really a Canadian, they fired me. Let's get preemptive on this guy. More brain brine. Did I take that? A real company. Is that a tree fellow or a tree fellow? If you're a tree fellow, you're definitely not a tree fellow. There's a big difference between the two. Look at that, there's just a taco. Just sat there, look. Just looking at us. Thanks. Mr. Taco, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. A star palm. Alright, we've been recalled. Ooh, into a crypt, very nice. Let's preempt this guy. We may level up momentarily. I think one more slaying and we should be good. Right, that was just grave goods, unfortunately. There we go. So I'm looking for Natcham to get the ribbon. There we go. We can get ambidexterity now. This increases our offhand strikes by 55 to 55%. Man, there's so many Canadians in chat right now. Who would have thought? I'm glad to have you guys here, though. I'm something of a Canadian myself. Okay, can anyone tell me, is this horns just stop at level 10? Why can't I level this up anymore? Alright, double muscled. Do we keep doing double muscled? I guess we can do corrosive gas. Let's do double muscled. To bring us ever closer to +10 strength modifier. A jewel encrusted pistol. Oh, okay, that is a nice handrail. That's got masterwork on it. Jewel encrusted I don't really care about, but masterwork. I'll take that. Slowly taking over the internet. You've broken the internet. Being shot by a laser? I guess we're all watching streams while working. Prime time for -4 GMT. Yeah, I guess it is really. Thought it was based on your ego, maybe. Thought all mental mutations stopped at 10 unless you did rapid advances. Ah, okay. But this is a physical... Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I'll definitely keep it in mind. I don't think I'll be advancing it anymore. My next rapid advancement is going to go back towards Carapace. Plaster for bonnet, slender plaster for jerkin. Free taco again. And more plaster for gear. And a book. Another hyper tractor. Those sell... I mean, that's pretty heavy, but we'll take it. Alright, we need to heal. Alright, we're about to get recalled, so I'd like to just loot this before that happens. Never mind, it's grave goods. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't mapped... We're not using Flurry, are we? Like a ding-dong. Let's use Flurry. Where's Flurry gone? Yeah. Let's map Flurry to... Freeze, since we're not using Shield Slam. How much ego does this +2 as well? Okay, never mind. Alright, we didn't get recalled. Guy is now active. Nothing in there. Crypt Ghoul beat me to it, unfortunately. I still, for some reason, feel like the Gorged Growth sprite is really terrifying. There's something about it that freaks me out. Makes sense. Ego would... yeah, please copy and paste, T-Rex. Go for it, dude. Physical mutations. Okay, yeah, I knew that part about having the morphotype. Oh, okay, so there is a level 10 limit. Okay, because I have rapid advancement, I guess I never really noticed it. I do have more mutations than I would normally have, so... There you go, I've actually learned a very basic rule about CUD today. Okay. Thank you very much, T-Rex. No, don't apologize, dude. You're providing much needed, info. Alright, we got to loot. We got beaten to it. Don't want it really. Plasma grenade Mark III, I'll take that though. I think we actually need that for a beetle quest, possibly. It actually might not be worth taking copper nuggets anymore. Look at this guy trying to get in here and steal my loot. I like this build a lot. This feels really powerful. A gas tumbler. Are you kidding me? Oh, dude, that is so cool. Do you know how long it's been since we found a gas tumbler? So look at this. Gases we release are 100% denser, but they disperse slower. So smaller area, but more dense. I feel like this could be really good for us. What are we currently wearing on our back? Oh, if I unequip that, I'm going to be over encumbered, aren't I? Yes, massively. Alright, you know what? We will equip it later on, for sure. That's a great find. Personally, that's maybe one of the rarest items. I almost never find gas tumblers. Like, ever. Right, these are going to be cultists, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, damn, I got recalled. Okay. Well, guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to love and leave you. Because I have to go for a family thing now. We do a quiz every Thursday. But you know what? Shall we, let's raid out. Since I did a little impromptu stream, I feel like, you know, let's pass it on here. Let's see if there's, we'll go and raid, Further Reading, who is also streaming some Caves of Cud. If you guys want to continue the Caves of Cud train. And I will be back on Monday, 5 PM BST for some more CUD. And then on Tuesday, we're going to do another CUD tier list. So thank you very much for being here, guys. Everybody new who was here, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I encourage you to hit the follow button if you're not already. It would mean a lot to me. Likewise, if you're looking for some more CUD chat, you can join our Discord. We have a pretty active community there. And yeah, I'm going to send the raid over now, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Take it easy. Be good. See you then. Bye-bye.